Would you like to add some fun, grab more attention, and retain more content in your sales and training meetings? I can help. Just stay tuned after this episode to find out how.
Welcome to the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is, here's the man with the plan, Terry Cameron.
Welcome back to another Buzzer Beater Friday on the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast. I'm Terry Cameron. It's halfway through the month of August, and we're having a great month so far at our dealership. How about you? This weekend is the time to really step on the gas. I want to talk to you guys about the customer that needs to talk to somebody else before they can make a decision. We talked about this a few episodes ago, and I just wanted to give us another opportunity or another method to help us get through this objection. Why do we pucker up every time a customer says, I need to talk to my spouse? I need to talk to my brother. I need to talk to my uncle. There's better ways to handling this objection than asking them why they need to talk to them. Telling them, do they really need permission? The first thing we have to remember is if we didn't do our job up to this point, forget trying to sell them a car. But let's say you did. Let's say you did everything you possibly could. You did it right. The customer loved you. They loved the car. But it's time to make a decision, and they tell you they need to speak with their spouse, their better half, somebody that's not there with them. And of course, you can't get a hold of them because they're at some top secret meeting at whatever company they work for, and they can't take phone calls. So what do? The worst thing you can do is combat that objection. Let's start it the right way with, hey, no problem. We want to find out exactly what the problem is, though. So if they need to talk to their spouse or somebody else, let's find out why. Do they need to talk to their spouse about the vehicle or price or payments of the vehicle? We need to know that, because if they really do have to talk to them about it, we better answer those questions before they leave. I always ask them when they talk to whoever they need to talk to, and that person tells them not to buy it, does that mean they won't buy it? Most of the time they say yes. That's where we usually drop the ball at. But let's turn it around a little bit and then ask them another question. Say, if they say yes, are you going to buy the car? Of course they're going to say yes. Now you just have to find out why they're going to say yes. And you ask them, just like that, why do you want to buy the car? I mean, if they say yes, why would you buy the car? Like we talked about in a previous episode, it's time to shut up and listen. They will tell you exactly all their hot buttons, all their dominant buying motives at this time, just by asking them. Why will you buy it if they say yes? They're going to tell you that it's the greatest car they've ever test driven. They've always wanted one. Whatever it might be, now it's time for you, of course after they're done, to turn it around on the customer. They just told you all these reasons why they will buy it. So let's just go ahead and ask them. Guys, you just said you liked it. You told me all the reasons you will buy it and why you like it. Why don't we just wrap this up right now, put all this shopping behind you, and start enjoying your car this weekend? And if by chance they still need to talk to somebody else, why don't we go ahead and write them up anyway? Just to tell them, hey, here's what we'll do. We'll do all the paperwork. I don't want you to lose this car. We're going to hold it in my finance office. And when you talk to your whoever it may be, and they say yes, there's no other actions that need to be taken. It's your car. But if they say no, well, then we'll just rip up the paperwork. You bring it back, no questions asked, and that'll be the end of it. What do you think? So, guys, at the very least, you're going to put them on the spot, and they're going to have to make a decision. And if they told you all the reasons they will buy it after their significant other tells them it's okay, then why would they not do it? Don't be afraid. Don't pucker up when they say they need to talk to somebody else. It might be true. Some people do have to eat, sleep, think, and pray on it. So the first thing you do is, no problem. Then you're going to ask them, do you need to talk to somebody else about the price or payment of the car or the car itself? Find out which one it is and address it. And if they tell you not to buy it, does that mean you will not buy it? Of course, they're going to say, yes, we're probably not going to buy it. But then you ask them, if they say yes to buy it, you would buy it then, correct? Of course, they're going to say yes. And then you catch them off guard by saying, Why? Why would you buy it? Tell me. Guys and gals, it's time to shut up and listen. They're going to tell you all the reasons they came there to buy the car. You just have to turn around and say, well, guys, it sounds to me like we just found the perfect vehicle. Let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Put all the shopping behind you. It's not fun to do this anymore, so let's enjoy it now and have a great weekend. Don't pucker up. Don't combat it. Just shut up and listen. Okay, middle of the month. Let's get started. But before we do that, hop on over to iTunes. I really do need some reviews. I need some 5-star reviews. I do need some comments. I appreciate your feedback. Leave them there for me. Head over to my website, the 10minutecarsales.com website, and go ahead and hit that free trial button for the Game Show Presenter Gold. See what you think about it. We're going to have lots of fun this weekend. We're going to make lots of money. Remember, the sky's the limit. I'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Please rate it on iTunes and visit the 10minutesalestalk.com website to send an email. We appreciate your valuable feedback, and don't forget to share the show with a friend.
Trainers, managers, and teachers, are you looking for a way to add fun to your training while keeping 100% of the focus of your class? I can help you because I discovered a tool that is attention magic. I've been using this tool for over 7 years, and it's always a hit. I'm talking about Game Show Presenter Gold software. The amazing thing is that it makes it fun for people to pay attention, and people do pay attention to something that's challenging, competitive, and fun. Here's how it works. Game Show Presenter is a multimedia template. You just choose one of the built-in game show formats, then customize it with questions and answers about your topic, and your game is ready to play. The software handles the music, graphics, and scorekeeping. Game Show Presenter works with almost any audience, but for training salespeople, it's a blast because their competitive nature kicks in and they get a chance to show what they know and sometimes embarrass themselves a bit for what they don't know. Either way, the game makes for a memorable experience. I have a link to the Game Show Presenter software on my website, so come check it out. I've arranged for my listeners to get a 10% discount off the $99 one-time price. So be sure to use the buy link on my page, 10minutesalestalk.com. Game Show Presenter Gold. It'll transform your next training session like magic.